Hello, this is Raw of Tamazone. So I wanted to go ahead and do a review on the Tamagotchi Smart. Um, a lot of you have messaged me and asked if I would be willing to make one, and I just finally found some free time this weekend to be able to sit down and do so. So I'll go ahead and start with some background on this Tamagotchi Smart first. This model came out in Japan last year, and it is the first in its line to be sort of like a watch, like a smart watch. So it will have some like pedometer features as well as just being a regular Tamagotchi that you can either choose to wear on your wrist or you can take it off and just carry like a standard traditional Tamagotchi. So the cool thing about it is that it is completely up to you, and it has really cool features like that is reminiscent of the Peas model, as many of you will remember, with the little additional pierces you could get download content and such. Similarly, the Tama Smart will have things called the Tama Small cards that have been coming out more and more that have additional download content on it. So it'll always have some sort of fresh intake that keeps it from getting stale and boring. So the first one that came out before the official release was this one. And the cool thing with this one was this was done through a lottery of sorts where you entered into this lottery, and then if you were chosen, you paid and you got to have this ahead of time for the 25th anniversary. And this was designed after the most popular shell design in Japan, which was the white one with the black buttons. Now, I obviously don't live in Japan. I just kind of purchased this afterwards from Bai. So yeah, this was a really cool one that came out ahead of the others. And then this one was another one that was kind of special. This is the Nizu version, which is a Japanese band of sorts, I think. I'm not all that familiar with who they are or all their details, but I gather they are very, very famous overseas in Japan and I suppose in Asia in general. So this was also a very nice design, and this came with a special card, Tama Smart card. Oh yeah, and this one also came with a 1996 Tama Smart card, and this one came with a Nizu Tama Smart card, so as well as some like cards and such. Another thing that was with this was if you pre-ordered it in time, it came with this folder that I have here, and yeah, this was like not for sale, but this was just given to anyone who had pre-ordered it at the store or something. So Japan Yuan was giving these out to those who placed pre-orders pretty early on. And I also have the cards here, which goes over the characters. And the Tama Smart card that comes with this will have each character that you can raise, which is correlated with the band members. They're pretty cute. Mayuka, I like that turquoise cat. As I said, I'm not really familiar with who these girls are, but I gather they are pretty famous. So the one after that was the official release ones, which was a turquoise and a coral design. I don't have the coral one, but I did get the turquoise one. I just never opened it. But yes, so today we will be looking at all the details of how to run it, what the details are, what the functions are, and all of that. I don't think I'm going to open this one or the Nizu one. I will go ahead, for the sake of this review, open the 1996 one. So, because I haven't seen the contents of the Thomas Smart card with this, so I think it'll be pretty cool to have a look at that as well. So, I want to also go ahead and show you guys the Thomas Smart cards that have come out so far, because I do have all of them. So, these are the packages that they come in. I like this design that they've done because it is very, very easy to open these up. It's something as simple as just opening the back like so, and the card itself is right here. So you can preserve these and then close it up, and each one will show the content of the characters and the download stuff in them. So each one will have like a game, foods and snacks and the characters, and a new watch face and wallpaper. So it is very similar, as I said, to the old Pierces with the Tamagotchi Ps. So these are all of them. With these cards, similar to how the 4Use cards were, you will be able to use it 3 times with a single device. So something to keep in mind, that you should you have like a bunch of watches that with you that you want to connect them to, that the limit is 3, kind of just like the 4Use card download content was. So there is all of this. Now you may be also wondering, well, where the heck are your cards and your Thomas Smart cards? That is the question, and that is what I will answer. I keep them in here. Now this is a really cool custom made card keeper that I ordered on Etsy. I will leave a link to the shop where I ordered this from. You can completely customize this. The shop owner allows you to choose the color of the base, the top, and the image. Like I chose an image of Kuchipachi because he's my favorite Tamagotchi character, and he was able to do that. And I have all of them in here. So the top layer is where you can keep all of the cards. And here are all of the keys. I call them keys, but yeah, they look like keys, but they are the Thomas Smart cards. So there is the 1996 one that I will use in a minute during our review. So yeah, I will go ahead and put this aside for right now. And another thing I want to go through are the 2 books that have come out. The first one to come out was this. This was the 25th anniversary book that went over literally all of the characters and all of the shells and all of the models up until the 25th anniversary, from the originals to the Thomas Smart watch. So this will be pretty cool to just look through, and it also has like really cool stickers and such at the other end of it as well. And then this one just came out. This is the official Tamagotchi Smart guidebook. So this will have everything and anything to do with this explained. I love guidebooks. Even though I can't really read Japanese, I love getting them to look through them. So there is that as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this is the front of the box. Side, back, and the other side. I love all the vintage 1996 art and look of this. and the bottom and the top. So it comes like this, and the card is ordinarily right in the front that I just popped out to put into the card keeper that I have. And it comes with instructions and a charging cable. Now, here's something very, very important I would love to reiterate to everyone, because I have seen so many people post about this online in the Tamagotchi groups, that they end up frying their Tamagotchi Smarts. I cannot reiterate this enough. Do not plug this into the wall ever. It doesn't end well. Even if you're saying, oh, mine's been doing well so far, it's just not worth the risk. The instructions say to plug this into a laptop so that it charges slowly, and do not leave it plugged in overnight or anything like that. Like a couple of hours is all you need to get this charged, and you should immediately unplug it because it does burn it out, and I have seen this a lot. So I would love to just put this out there just as a general warning. You don't want to spend all this money getting one of these only to just basically ruin it. So yeah, just be careful charging it. So just as a general warning from me to you. So I will go ahead and take this out. Now, this is the general look of this. This should fit most people's wrists, and so just in general, I don't like keeping it on my wrist like this. It's not something that I would go for, which is why a lot of people are just taking it off. But yeah, it should generally fit, especially if you have like smaller wrists. I would say I have about an average size wrist or something. So at the very last one, it does seem to fit mine. So, but as I said, I wouldn't use it as such. So all you have to do is just push this guy out, and voila, it just comes off, and you can use it as a regular Tamagotchi. Now this is the look of it, and this is the back, and it has 2 ports on the sides. This side is where you will be able to charge this little fellow, and as I said, please be careful with the charging option. And on this side is the data port, kind of like the pierces would go up here. This is where you'll be able to plug in the Tamasmart cards to get all the download content. So also in the front, it looks as though there are 3 buttons like the regular Tamagotchis, but haha, it is full of lies. So this is actually the only functional button. These 2 are faux buttons. They are fake. They are non-functional. So they've just put them here to give it that classic Tamagotchi look, but they are just for show. They have no function. Now, when you're looking through your Tama, you may notice that there is a small gap here. You might be thinking, oh no, did mine come broken? Did something happen? No, relax. That is a microphone. So you do not have to freak out about it. That is just what you can interact with the sound with your Tamagotchi Smart. You do not have to know Japanese. It doesn't actually register words. It literally just registers sound. So you could literally just whistle or snap your fingers. It'll be the same. So it is just a little spot for that. So no worries. So without further ado, let us go. Hopefully this has charge, otherwise I'm gonna have to pause this video and charge this and come back, but I'm gonna press it down. There we go. Digital friends of the world. Now we can go ahead and enter the date. Now, this is another important thing. We're all going to have to get used to the touch screen, which is not the greatest, and it is not really a true touch screen because it doesn't have the functionality of being able to touch whatever spot you want. They have divided the touch functionality into 4 quadrants. So there is the upper left, upper right, and lower left. If you try to hit in between one of these, it's not going to register. It's not going to do exactly what you want. So keep in mind, you want to keep your touches between these 4 quadrants, and you want to kind of keep your finger on the screen for whatever you're trying to choose. You can't just do quick taps. It doesn't register. You have to kind of be slower about it. So it takes a little bit getting used to the functionality of all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and set the date and time. And we're going to go ahead and set our name. And there's the egg. This is the first room you will appear in. Of course, you'll be able to buy more wallpapers and everything, and the Tamagotchi Smart cards will also have additional download content through which you can get new items and accessories and wallpapers and clock faces and everything, and I will go over all of that as well. So let's first wait for our little eggy to hatch. And there it goes. Oh, so cute. And there's Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi is sort of like the mascot for Tamagotchi Smart. I think his name comes from actually, it's not Tamagotchi. I'm sorry, totally my bad. It's Sumaspichi, and it comes from smart speaker. So he is sort of like the Amazon Alexa. So he's like a smart speaker. So what we need to do in order to interact with our little Tama is press the middle button, which will give us several menu options. There are going to be 2 menu options, and each one will have 4 sections. And I will go over each icon and go over each functionality. And as I said, it takes a little while getting used to the smart functionality, the touch screen. But yes, so first, let's go look at the first icon right here. This is going to show you your happiness, your hunger, your money, and your name, your character's name, and how many days that you've been running this little guy. Over here, you're going to have the Tamatomo type thing. This is where when you have your characters, you can get, after 72 hours, if you've taken really good care of it, a badge. Which is why I kind of like call it the Tamatomos from the previous versions. This is basically that. So this will show you all the ones that you've collected. And the first one, if memory serves, is your past characters. So since this is my first generation, I'm not going to have anything there. This is kind of like the book icon, if you will, from previous versions. And then, if I can do this right, this one is going to be the sound. You can turn it on and off. This one is going to show you the battery. This is where you'll be able to set the time and date and clock again. And this is where you can adjust the screen. I would recommend keeping it at the lowest brightness just to preserve your battery as best you can. This is where you can set up sort of like an avatar, a profile picture for when you connect with other Tama Smart watches. I never connected with any other one, so I personally didn't set anything up, but that is where you can go to set that up. Next is going to be the health, well, I should call it the help icon. So we're going to go in there. There are several options in here as well. The first one is going to be, if your Tama is sick, this is what you will choose, and it'll give it the medicine that it needs. And the second one is babysitting / house sitting type of thing. So Suma Spichi will kind of come and look after your Tama, and it won't basically die while that is happening. So that is something to keep in mind. And this is Suma Spichi that comes and tells you about daily events, special things that happen. I cannot read Japanese, therefore I have no idea what he's saying, but this is a cute little function that happens as well. Let's go into the food. You're gonna have your standard like baby bottle as a baby, but then it's gonna turn into the rice cake later. So you can choose it here and confirm. And in the kitchen, so cute, barely reaches the table. And of course, you can order different foods and snacks as well. So it's not only this. And as a baby, you get the baby cookies, but as an adult, I think it changes into the candy. Yes. And then there is the shower icon here. This is where you will come when your Tama has pooped. You can choose this and it'll wash it away, clean it up. Or you can make your little Tama take a shower. This one is, I think, the first one where instead of a bath, there is a shower. I'm a shower person myself. Don't really have time for baths. So yeah. This is really neat looking as well, because every once in a while your Tama will get dirty. So in this home screen, before I move over to the second icon, the menu icon thing, you can do several things here. Your Tama will always hang out in the lower right corner, but you can interact by swiping to the left or to the right. I think as a baby, it's not going to allow us to go out into the deck. There is like a deck you can go to, and when you step outside to the deck, sometimes different characters will come and interact with you and give you gifts. And then the other direction brings up the clock face, and over here you have several options. You can swipe down and choose between different clock faces. This, as I said, is also a pedometer, so it'll show you your steps here should you choose to wear this on your wrist like a watch. But yes, so you'll also be able to download more clock faces from each Smart card, so that is also another option. Oh, our little girl is sick. Or boy, I'm not sure what the gender is. There we go, feeling better. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, how pretty is this? Okay, we're gonna keep it on this one. I love this one. Okay. And then let's move on over to the second menu. Over here, we're gonna have 4 other options as well, 2 of which are unavailable at the moment because I have a baby. I will cut the video and come back to show you those, but while we have it here, I will go ahead and show you guys. This is like the treasure chest armoire type thing here. This will show you your toys and your accessories and all of that. So there is, instead of a vacuum cleaner, this one has like a little Roomba. Every once in a while you will have to clean your house. So this is something that gets built in, so it will never go away. So no need to worry. I love this cute little Roomba. And there is a storybook here as a toy. Oh. And I currently do not have any accessories to show you, but we can buy them later. Is always gonna be kind of grayed out, but because this is like special downloads and such that are only available in Japan at special events. I think there was a 25th anniversary store that was set up in Tokyo, and you could get like this special download item over there, and I think it's those special things that are going to go in there. And then here is the connection icon. The first one is going to be connecting to another Tamagotchi Smart. The second one is going to be connecting and downloading the Smart cards. And then the last one is going to be kind of like the friend book of the other ones that you've connected to is where this will show up. I'm gonna wait until my little one is a little older and then come back and show you guys the rest of the menus.
1 hour later.
Alright, so my little one just evolved, and and I made a review of this case before. This is a case from Jordan Store Electronic Days. I'll leave a link to that down in the description as well if you guys ever want to get one of these for yourself. I'm gonna take it out for now. So, little one involved into this adorable little blue cutie pie. I don't know if he's in diapers or is he like in a bowl. I'm not sure. Or maybe that's the bottom half of an egg. I don't know. Kind of looks like diapers, so I'm gonna go with diapers. So now that he is older, I should be able to step outside. Now, so scrolling this way will bring up the clock screen, and scrolling the other way should have him step out into the deck. Now here in the deck, as I said earlier, you'll be able to encounter different characters, and they'll come up and sometimes give you gifts or just tell you about stuff and interact with things. Earlier, a little Tamagotchi came up and gave me a wedding ring. So I guess that's something that I may be able to use down the road. So yeah, that is something that is really neat. In the earlier versions, of course, look how cute he is. So scrolling this way, as I said, we'll get to the clock screen. And this way, trying to see if we'll be able to have another visitor, but nobody so far. In the older versions, this is kind of like where the backyard was. In this version is just this like deck or porch of some sort. Yeah, nobody. Okay, let's go and have a look at the other two icons that we couldn't look at before. One is going to be this app icon. This is where you'll be able to order food or toys and accessories. This is the matchmaker, and this is where you can take a selfie. So it goes away so quickly. Hang on. Now over here, we can order food, and you'll be able to choose from different menus. When you have it, it'll show you the price and whatever. And if you have enough points, it will bring it over to you. I don't have any money. Or I guess I do have. I guess you start off with some money, because I haven't played any games. Oh wait, when he evolved, he got some money for evolving. Yes, that is why I have some money. So as you can see, it gets delivered right over to you, and we can similarly order snacks as well. How about this cookie thing? Oh, okay, we don't have enough anymore. That is fine, but you get how that works. And then there is the shopping. This is where you'll have your items like toys and all of that. I don't have money at the moment to be able to get that trampoline as much as I would like it, but yeah. And then this is where you'll have accessories. Oh my gosh, look at those ears. Oh, and the crown. I wonder how much that is. Oh, 1,000. I don't have money at the moment. But yes, this will function basically the same way, where after you order it, it will be delivered over to your house. And this is when your Tama is old enough for matchmaking, and this is where you can take like a selfie of your Tama, and you can change the expressions, I think. You can add things. Oh, this is cute. But yeah, and then this is where you should be able to see what you've taken, I think. And we'll say yes. There we are. And there it is. Now, this is after you've set the whole thing in there that we were doing. You'll be able to go into the album and see the picture, the selfie that you've taken. And that is all that is available in this menu. And lastly, we have the door icon here. This is where you can go to the park and encounter different tamas. Wish I could understand what they were saying. Sadly, I cannot. Let's see if we'll see a different Tama. Yep. Oh gosh, this is such a cute character. Always reminds me of like a Tim Burton character. This is Tama work. This is sort of like, oops. This is sort of like the game center, honestly. This is where you can play games and earn money. And there are several things, several games you can look through here. So it was yogurt, whipped cream, syrup, and macarons. Matched it correctly. And that's it. That's how you earn earn your money. This is one called like Let's Dance. I'm supposed to just shake it back and forth. There we go. Basically just avoiding the obstacles. Oh, I'm not doing very good. Goodness. Yep, I'm terrible at this game. Yeah, you're basically going back and forth on the road and not sucking like I just did. Oh, that's even generous what they gave me. Okay. And the last one. Again, we're gonna and that's it. So earning money is very, very easy, as you can see. So with that, let us do the last bit, which is going to be the Thomas Small card. So let me get my Thomas Small card. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the 1996 Friends Thomas Smart card, which is the original one that came with this version. So for this, we're gonna go to connection, into the second option. I'm gonna get my Thomas Smart card, insert it in here. And it's going to start extracting the data out of it. There we are. And there is Professor Bonzo and Mikachu, I think. Should be safe to remove this now. And now we can have a look. Oh wait, we'll have to go into the other menu. Hang on. There we are. There we go, and you will see a little egg icon on the top for all the download stuff. And how you get the download specific characters that are available in these little Thomas Smart cards is by interacting and eating and doing the things that are available through this download to be able to get these characters that are specific to these Thomas Smart cards. Very similar to how they always worked with Tamagotchi Keys and the for you download content and everything, the same exact concept. Let's go back into the app, and then let's have a look at the there we go. Here are the download items. And the accessories. Oh my gosh, the glasses and the hair. It's so cool. And all of these should be free. And here are the wallpapers. Again, you will see the icon on the top for whichever ones were the download content. Ooh, this is amazing. I'm gonna get this one. This is so cool, look. I love that. Such a classic P1, P2 look. I love it. It is absolutely awesome. So, trying to think what else. Oh yes, one last thing would be you can interact with your little Tama. Now, when you touch your little Tama, they will come close, and if you touch them again, you will get the sub menu. The first one is going to allow you to pet your little Tama. You can pet them on the cheeks down here, and this is a great way to build up that relationship with your Tama that will lead you to getting your what I call the Tamatomo stamp, or you can do it up here on top of their head as well, which they also love, which is such a cute little feature. And the second one is where the microphone comes into play. You can hang on. Hey, there we go. It registered it, and he responds by saying things. And when it registers, this icon turns orange, which is when it picks up your voice. As I said, you don't have to know Japanese to be able to do this. It just basically picks up random sound. And then the third one is where you'll be able to just talk to your Tamagotchi. Sadly, I don't speak Japanese, therefore this doesn't really do much for me. As I said, I don't know what he's asking, what I'm answering, but this is just talking with your Tamagotchi. And this is kind of like the C animation you would do with the other models, where you'll get like little random animations that are just cute. But yes, so this is it, you guys. This is all there is from the Thomas Smart. Um, these are absolutely lovely, I think. It is a much easier version that doesn't require a lot of attention. So if you're have a busy schedule or something, I would recommend you can take one of these with you, and you can wear it with the strap on your wrist if you like, to use as like a pedometer as well, if that's something that you would like. And the cool thing about these again is they do not require batteries. You can charge them with the cable. But as I said in the beginning, please be careful how you charge them. It is very important to pay attention to that. You don't want to break your little Tamagotchi Smart. And Bandai keeps coming out with new ones of these, which is really cool. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Au revoir.